Hello students, this video is for the exit slip for lesson 5 in the sequences unit. It was on geometric explicit formulas. The first question asked what is the explicit formula for the sequence 4, 20, 100, etc. The first thing you should have done was identified the common difference between the terms from 4 to 20, from 20 to 100. The common difference, or I should say common ratio, was multiply by 5. And one easy way to figure that out is take all of the terms. For example, we'll take 100, and we'll divide it by the previous term, which is 20. That's a really easy way of finding the common ratio. And notice that it doesn't just work for that one, it works for 20 divided by 4 as well. It also gives you 5, so that's our common ratio. So we have our common ratio. We also can identify our starting term being 4. So we can say a 1 is equal to 4, and the number we found before, the common ratio, that's equal to r. Using the formula, or the geometric explicit formula, we can just take these values and substitute them in. The formula is a sub n equals a sub 1 times r to the power of n minus 1. We weren't given n in this case. We weren't asked to find a particular term, but we were asked to write the explicit formula, to write out the information that we know. So the information that we know is that a sub n is equal to the first term, which is 4, times the common ratio, which is 5, and the power is n minus 1. One thing that students sometimes do is forget to make this an exponent. Sometimes they'll take this exponent and put it down here in parentheses, but it must be an exponent, so please keep it as an exponent. Now the next question asks you to go in the other direction. It tells you that the explicit formula is a sub n equals 4 times 2.5 to the n minus 1 power. It asks you to write the first 5 terms of the sequence. Some people wrote the first 4 terms, and I'm not exactly sure why. The first term is actually fairly easy to find. It's just my a sub 1, which is written in that formula. A sub 1 should be equal to 4. I guess the biggest challenge is finding the next 4 terms in the sequence, and that's not really challenging because the other information that's given to us in this problem is the common ratio, which is 2.5. Should be a point there. So we have this information. All we're going to do is start with writing out the first term, which is 4. Oh, that's a really good curly bracket. The next term is 4 times 2.5. That's a 4, and that's a times. 4 times 2.5, of course, is 10. So our next term is going to be 10. And our next term after that is 10 times 2.5. If you knew your multiplying by 10 rules, that's just 25. The next term in the sequence should be 25 times 2.5, which is 62.5. And the last term is 156.25. I'm going to get rid of some of this other stuff so it's not so confusing. But that's it. That's the procedure that you have to follow. All we did was identify the first 5 terms of the sequence. We'll finish it off with a cute little curly bracket, and we'll be done.